Welcome to the 15th Annual Taylor Religious Heritage Lecture. We are so thankful that you will join us for this two-day event on Monday at 11 and Wednesday at 11. The Taylors invested their life and their ministry here at Chowan for decades, and we are so thankful for their investment that left us the ability to have an annual lecture around individual strengths and passions, and always trying to celebrate and enrich our lives, but encourage us on our Christian journey. This year is so exciting that as we celebrate the 15th year, we intentionally invited two alum back, Craig Janey and Maurice Fluitt. When I began here in '06, one of the first students I met was Maurice Fluitt. He came in and articulately explained to me the importance of the gospel choir and how he was so hopeful that I would partner and support this ministry. I was eager to unite with this strong group and watch how they served this campus, the community, but especially God. Maurice and I became strong partners as we tried to serve here, but we also became lifelong friends. It was a joy to dance at his wedding and rejoice as he has now welcomed 3 children in this beautiful family he and his wife are creating. I know you are going to love his lecture. Craig Janey came and joined us as associate minister. Craig is a gifted ministry that finds the need in people through authentic relationship. He is the man that will go the extra mile and always give you the shirt off of his back as he shares some of his puns and silly anecdotes along the way. Craig was with us on the first international mission trip that we had here at Chowan University to Mamapani, South Africa. I saw him fall in love with the children every day and was so thrilled when we welcomed his child, Tinsley, into our lives. Craig and his wife now reside in Virginia, and I know that his sharing of his lecture will bring you great joy and also great hope. We thank you for being with us, and we look forward to what God will do as seeds are planted in our student body today that may one day be our next religious heritage lecture. Thanks be to God, and enjoy our lectures.
Good morning to the students, faculty, staff, alumni, and supporters of Chowan University. I would first like to offer many thanks to President Peterson and Reverend Mary Wiles for extending this exciting opportunity to share during the Taylor Religious Heritage Lecture. This is such a humbling honor, and I'm so excited to be here on this morning. Now, as you sit for the next few moments, I want you to take a minute and think about your here. Like, what is your destination? Where are you trying to land? Where is it that you want to be? Or what is it that you want to accomplish? As you sit, I want you to pull out your phones, and I'm sure most of you probably already have them on already. And I want you to fill in the blank. Blank is my here. For example, maybe it's owning your own Fortune 500 company. Maybe that's your here. Or going to law school. Maybe that's your here. Maybe it's playing in the NBA or finishing college in 4 years. I want you to write down your here, and then I want you to write down 1 or 2 words that you feel are necessary for you to get to your here. Is it money? Is it opportunity? Is it networks? What is it that you feel is necessary for you to get to the place where you are trying to go? Now, there's a quote that reads, "Life is a journey. It's not where you end up, but it's how you got there." For me, you see, the experience I've found is often more rewarding than the destination. And while sometimes the experience is not always pleasurable or enjoyable, it provides some of life's most rewarding and valuable lessons that help us to appreciate our here. It's the lessons you learn, it's the people you meet, The highs and the lows, the frustrations and the joys you experience along your journey, they're all meant to work in concert, to work as a collective to get you to your here. And while we live in a generation that likes to cancel the process, that likes to eliminate or minimize the journey, a generation that sort of diminishes the principles of discipline, of consistency, of a little bit of sweat equity, I come today as a reminder that the journey is necessary. The process is absolutely necessary. The chair you're sitting in right now, yes, it's necessary. The sacred grounds you walk across to get to the CAF or the Columns building, yes, it's absolutely necessary. The late night cram sessions or conversation with your friends, yes, those are necessary processes. In fact, I've learned that it's the process, it's the journey to here that helps us to thrive and to win over and over and over again and live freely in our here moment. And so when I'm often asked by students, when I'm often asked by mentors, friends, and colleagues, how did I get here? My response usually includes something along the lines of, my steps have been ordered to be here. Meaning every experience, meaning every opportunity, meaning every celebration, every failure, every mentor, every relationship, every friend, and yes, even every hater, every joy and every pain has been ordered by God to prepare me for this moment. It has prepared me to be here. And like myself, you may be wondering, why am I even here? The answer is simple. Your steps have also been ordered to bring you to this place as part of your personal journey and story to your place of here. Now, along my journey, there is one major theme that always emerges. It doesn't matter what my here is, this theme seems to emerge. Whether that's navigating life as a first-generation college student, this theme has emerged. Whether it's taking on an intense doctoral degree and postdoctoral fellowship at Howard and Georgetown, this theme has emerged. Or if it's landing my current job as a tenure-track assistant professor at the Howard University College of Medicine, or serving as a youth and young adult pastor, this theme has emerged. This theme of preparation is one that has literally made all the difference in my life. It has brought me to some amazing opportunities, and it has connected me with some amazing people that God has used in some way to bring me to what I like to call a prepared place. Now, preparation is one of the most valuable lessons that I've learned along my personal journey. And I've learned that if you want to get to your here, preparation is required. Preparation is not optional. It is absolutely required. It is a necessary tool to secure our future. I have learned that if you want to be successful, you must first prepare. In fact, success is where preparation and opportunity meet. It's in preparation that we are trained, in preparation that we are groomed. It's in preparation that we are developed. It's in preparation that we are matured and disciplined for our future. It's how we are prepared for our here moment. And preparation is the time, it's the distance between where we are now and our place of here. And so what we do in our moments of preparation and what we learn from our moments of preparation is undeniably important for our future. Preparation is necessary for the places you are called to go. Preparation is necessary for the people you are called to. And yes, preparation is necessary for the businesses you will build. Preparation is absolutely necessary for the relationships you will sustain. And if you hadn't gotten it by now, preparation is necessary, absolutely necessary for your future. One lesson that I've learned from spaces of preparation is that preparation usually includes some serious separation, because real preparation requires a different type of discipline. It requires a different kind of focus. And this is often why your circle of friends becomes smaller as you matriculate through your undergraduate experience, because as you prepare for collegiate success, as you mature, your appetite, your discipline, and your focus shift. It becomes finer. It becomes more tighter. I learned this early on during my time at Chowan, as I spent countless hours in Whitaker Library with my head burrowed in the pages of a biochemistry or organic chemistry book, with some hope of understanding the most basic principles of these disciplines. Now, everyone wanted to do well in these courses because if you were in these courses, it meant it was required for your degree, because no one willingly signs up for a biochemistry or organic chemistry course. It meant it was a requirement for graduation. Now, while everyone hoped to do well in these courses, it was only those who took the time to prepare. Those of us who put in time at office hours and weekend study sessions and random conversations with a tutor in the cab that ended up doing well in the class. What I also noticed is that as we prepared, it brought a level of separation. Our preparation separated us from our old way of thinking and learning, and it also separated us from some of our classmates and friends. Our level of discipline and dedication to preparation brought us to a different place. But most of all, it brought us through these courses. Preparation is what separates the great from the good. It's what separates the real from the fake. It's what separates reality from potential. And in the words of Russell Wilson, the separation is most certainly in the preparation. And as you continue to navigate life, you will find this to be true, that preparation will involve a bit of separation. It will separate you from everything and everyone that's not moving in the same direction as you. Preparation usually involves a bit of separation. One of the greatest and probably one of my favorite lessons about preparation is the story of King David. David, who was the youngest son of Jesse, was anointed to be God's chosen king of Israel. And when Samuel arrived at Jesse's house in 1 Samuel chapter 16 to anoint literally means to be set apart, to consecrate, or to sanctify. When Samuel arrived to anoint this new king, he saw with his eyes David's brothers who were physically fit to be king. But God told Samuel not to look on the outside, but on the inside. And so he calls for David. Now, while all of David's older brothers were in the house, David was out in the fields. He was in a place of preparation that brought some form of separation. While David's brothers were in the house, David was in the field by himself tending sheep. David was managing a responsibility that many would have considered menial or just insignificant. David was in the field being prepared. He was being disciplined and groomed for a moment that no one saw coming. David was in the field tending the sheep. He was in the field working by himself, separated. He was in the field serving in a role that God was literally using to train him and prepare him to transition from pastoring sheep to pastoring people. Not only does preparation come with some level of separation, preparation also connects us with necessary people. It connects us with necessary experiences that make us ready for our here moments. And these moments of preparation have a way of putting us in postures and putting us in positions. It places us in moments and situations that develop our gifts and talents and that give us mentors and advisors to share with us wisdom and insight that can be spoken or unspoken. This lesson is also clearly demonstrated in the life of David. It was David's preparation and anointing in 1 Samuel chapter 16 that manifested itself in the valley of Elah in 1 Samuel chapter 17. It's in this moment when David goes to the valley to check on his brothers that his preparation collides with opportunity, and he suddenly finds himself squaring up with the champion giant named Goliath. It's in this moment that we see the value and necessity of David's preparation and separation. It's in this moment that the world is introduced to David and saw him in a different light, the kind of light that only comes from intense preparation and the favor and the anointing of God. When David stepped up to fight the giant Goliath, Saul, who was David's predecessor and mentor, doubted David's ability to stand up against the champion giant Goliath. He told him he was too small, he was too inexperienced to fight this experienced and champion giant named Goliath. But David begins to pull the receipts. He begins to recall his resume. He begins to recall his experience while in isolation, while tending the sheep in the backside of Bethlehem. He begins to tell Saul, now, I may have never fought a giant, but before I came into your service, before I came under your mentorship program, I used to keep my father's sheep. And when a lion or a bear came and took a lamb out of the flock, I fought it with my bare hands. So I know a little something about defending myself and others. David pretty much tells Saul it was a field experience. It was a moment of preparation and separation that now has collided with opportunity that makes me fit for this moment. It makes me fit for this battle. In other words, David tells Saul, relax. I've been prepared for this moment. It was these moments of separation and preparation that connected David to this singular moment that connected David to his purpose. Now, your moment may not be squaring up against Goliath, but life will provide a moment when preparation and opportunity collide to connect you to your purpose. Your giant or your moment may not be a physical Goliath, but it may be a Goliath of racism or social injustice. Your moment may be encouraging friends and family to make their voice heard in the upcoming election. Your moment may be addressing inequalities in healthcare and equal pay for equal work, regardless of one's sex. Your moment may be the day you were accepted into college, or the very first day here at Chowan. Your moment may come while serving on a missions trip with campus ministry or serving in student leadership. Whatever your moment is, your moment will come. For me, one moment where preparation collided with opportunity to sort of boost my trajectory was my first year in graduate school. Here I was, an awkward kid from North Carolina, thrown into a competitive human genetics program at Howard University. And at first, there were parts of me that were intimidated by this opportunity. But as time went on, I soon began to realize that the last 4 years I had spent at a small university in the small town of Murfreesboro, North Carolina, adequately prepared me for this new and challenging opportunity. As time went on, I realized that every study session, that every office hour, that every writing intensive course with Dr. Amy Weatherton, that every leadership opportunity, that every mentor, and every spiritual encounter prepared me for this giant of graduate school. And for every time I felt like I was not prepared or didn't belong, there was an opportunity or mentor that reminded me that I was more than prepared to be here, to be in that moment. This moment of graduate school provided for me an opportunity to use the skills and talents that had been marinating and developing my last 4 years at Chowan. It provided new and exciting opportunities to lead, new and exciting opportunities to serve and to excel in ways that I could have never imagined. And so preparation connects us to opportunity. Now, preparation also positions us at places in front of people and on platforms that have been prepared specifically for us. My journey thus far has also taught me that preparation is a necessary tool that connects us to necessary experiences and encounters. Preparation connects us to the necessary people that sort of serve as vehicles to bring us to prepared places and to bring us to our here, to bring us to a certain moment. Preparation is a tool that makes us ready to take a seat at a table that has been prepared specifically for us. Now, if I can, I would borrow another valuable lesson from King David. And this lesson is highlighted beautifully in Psalm 23 that reminds us that God makes us ready to sit at a table. He reminds us that that God will prepare the table before us, even in the presence of our enemies. And this prepared table is made available to us only after we have been prepared to take a seat. We don't just arrive to this table without preparation. We arrive only after we have been prepared, only after we have been tried, only after we've been tested and survived not only the mountaintop of life, but the valleys as well. These moments of preparation, they take us to prepared places. It's a reminder. Psalm 23 is a reminder that prepared places are for prepared people. And so you don't get to your here. You don't get to sit at a prepared table without first being prepared. You don't get to sit, you don't get to step onto a prepared platform or connect with a prepared person if you're not prepared. You don't get to go to a prepared place if you're not prepared. What I've learned, there are certain people you can't meet, certain places you can't go. There are certain opportunities you cannot pursue or experience if you are not prepared. When you prepare, it makes you ready. It makes you fit to take a seat at the table. It's in preparation that collides with God's plan for your life and my life that continues to bring you and I to and through some of life's major moments. It was preparation when I sacrificed countless hours in Whitaker Library attempting to understand the complexities of organic chemistry. It was preparation when I was given opportunities to serve my campus community and the world. It was preparation when I spent some summers interning in places that were a little unfamiliar and sometimes very much uncomfortable. It was preparation that provides, or it is preparation that provides needed experience and exposure. It is preparation that provides needed tools. It's preparation that provides needed and necessary skills to help you be successful for the places that God is calling you to go. And it is in preparation that provides one of life's most valuable assets. Preparation gives us people. Preparation positions us at the table of people. Yes, proper preparation connects us to the right people with the right network to leverage our future. And what I've come to understand along my journey is that the experience, the preparatory periods in our lives provide us with experiences or certain transferable skill sets. And it is also designed to connect us with people. And if you don't take anything else from this conversation, if you don't remember anything else from this moment, I want you to remember that people are important. I want you to remember that your networks and your mentors and your friends and your colleagues are important because God will use people to connect you to your purpose. He can and will use people to bring you to purpose places, to bring you to your here. Preparation periods are designed to connect us to mentors and teachers and friends and family that can not only share their expertise and wisdom, but can also call your name out in a room when an opportunity arises. Preparation spaces like Chowan connect you with friends and mentors that can provide you with insight and wisdom to get you to where you're called to be. And when you steward preparation spaces well, when you handle preparation spaces well, when you manage spaces of preparation well, when you take advantage of preparation spaces, good things happen. Your name enters into conversations well before your physical body arrives to that place. Your name is written up in proposals and email exchanges even before you're aware. When you steward preparation well, your name is considered for contracts and for offerings even before you're aware. When you steward preparation spaces well, when you take advantage of preparatory periods It connects you with lifelong friends and mentors and even some haters that will call you up on a random Wednesday afternoon and say, there's a positioning opening up and I thought about you. Are you interested? When you steward preparation spaces well, when you take advantage of preparatory periods, it provides you with the right people who can drop your name into a conversation with movers and shakers, who can drop your name into a conversation with CEOs and presidents, with real influencers and game changers that God will use at various points along your journey to take you from where you are now to get you to the here that you wrote down at the start of this lecture. How do I know? Because I've experienced it in my own life. I've experienced and still experience God using people that I've met in places of preparation to connect me with purpose places, to get me to prepared places. It was the space of preparation called Chowan that connected me with friends and mentors like Mary Wiles that considered my name in the conversation to share with you today. And so there's real power in spaces of preparation. It was the space of preparation in every hour spent in Camp Hall or in Whitaker Library that prepared me for a seat in a competitive doctoral program at Howard. It was the space of preparation called Howard that connected me with colleagues and mentors that considered my name in a conversation one random Wednesday afternoon for a postdoctoral fellowship at Georgetown, even before I had physically stepped onto Georgetown campus. Preparation is powerful. Preparation is necessary because it was the space of preparation called Howard that connected me with some of my professional mentors like Dr. Gambier and Dr. Bland that considered my name in a conversation with a hospital CMO and the department chair to serve as a keynote speaker for the prestigious Walter L. Henry Symposium on a random day in the spring of 2019. It was the space of preparation called Georgetown that prepared me to deliver a keynote on my postdoctoral research during the Walter L. Henry Symposium that somehow, some way, turned into a job interview at Howard a few days later, and months later turned into a full job offer as an assistant professor of medicine. Preparation is necessary. Preparation works. And it was the necessary preparation that collided with my purpose that brought me to this place called here. And every day that I wake up, I give thanks to God for not arriving, because the reality is I'm still evolving. And the reality is we never really arrive. And if you ever feel like you have arrived, then you've either settled or you've transitioned to glory. But I give thanks to God for the journey, for the experience, and for the opportunity to pursue and to prepare for my purpose. And so if you ask me, how did I make it here? How did I make it to where I am today? I would tell you, God ordered my steps to prepare me for my places of here. Thank you, Chowan family. It's been a pleasure sharing with you today. Thank you, and God bless.